Hi, it's Monday, January 20th, and we're tracking Cyclone Sean northwest of Australia today. You can see the system's center here on radar out of Western Australia. Not too far off the coastline. If we take a measurement on how far this is exactly, we're just around 200 kilometers from the coastline, and we're certainly thankful that this system is keeping away center-wise from the coastline, as we have seen some significant intensification over the nighttime hours, but we are still getting some impacts widespread along the northwestern coast. You can see all this green and yellow spreading continuously over the northwestern coast, and we talked about that this is going to happen, and it will continue over the day today, and we'll expect, continued heavy rainfall, which could lead to flooding issues along the northwestern coast. Tornadoes could also be potential within these outer bands, particularly along the immediate coast as they come in. And also, we could have some water rises as we do have all this onshore flow into this part of the coastline, and we could see some slight water rise along that part of the coast. Now, going to the big view of the storm today, we can see the system is now showing its eye on visible satellite imagery. If I pause at the end here, we do see these textured cloud tops in a kind of arc shape on the southwestern side of this little divot in the satellite imagery. This is the eye of the storm that we were just looking at on the radar imagery. And the system does seem to be struggling a little bit with some dry air potentially. You can see there seems to be more of a lack of convection on the southern side of this eye. And this matches up a little bit with what we've seen in some microwave data and even radar data as well over the past several hours. You can see here on this microwave path, this was the first of the set of 3 that we got, showing this very strong eye, but we do have this kind of wrapping in of dry air coming now onto the western side from this path. Now, we have gotten 2 more since then that kind of shows the evolution of that. You can see still on the western side there is 2 hours after the first one, and now there's another 2 hours out, and we've kind of seen it come around now past the western side and now onto the northern side of the eye. And what this means for the storm is it has to mix out this dry air at some point. And this dry air is going to continue wrapping around and may cause disruption of the inner core as it continues to kind of rotate around it. You can see the strong band of thunderstorms that we did have connecting to the eye have also been kind of cut off thanks to this dry air. So the storm is going to have to recover some from this. It's possible that we see this system halt in intensification, and we may really not see all too much intensification out of this until all this dry air really gets mixed out. Overall, wind shear remains low. You can see that we don't really have screaming winds across our storm. As we talked about, shear was going to remain light to moderate over the next couple of days. So that's really not going to be a big concern. So really all it has to do is mix out this dry air, and then we can get to its true peak intensity. And that could be, higher end category 3 on the Australian scale, perhaps category 4. The current forecast from the Bureau of Meteorology is maintaining category 3 over the next day, likely as it continues to work out that dry air. Now, sea surface temperatures also begin to decrease as you continue further southwest, so we may end up running out of room for the system to intensify much, just thanks to the sea surface temperatures dropping off. But if it can get that dry air mixed out in an efficient manner, we could get the system peaking out as a Category 4. So this shows more why we're very fortunate that the system center remained offshore, so we're avoiding the main impact of the eye wall along the coastline, though we still certainly are dealing with impacts, and we do have a cyclone warning still in place along the northwestern coast of Western Australia as a result of all these heavy rainfall and winds coming into the coast. You could see there stretching in and grazing the coast on this forecast cone. But by later today, this is by 5 p.m. this afternoon, we see that the wind field completely clears the coast, and by tonight will be much better weather-wise, and will continue to improve into the day on Tuesday as the system continues to pull away. That's all that I've got for today on this little short update on Sean. I'll have more videos as necessary throughout the week on Sean and the Indian Ocean systems that we talked about yesterday. But stay safe in northwestern Australia as Sean brings impacts. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.